When a death occurs unexpectedly, realistically, one of the first things you should do is contact the funeral home versus just showing up at that funeral home. The importance of that phone call is that we can provide that family with some insights and let them know this is what you can expect. One of the things that trips people up frequently is providing information for death registration. And I'll reiterate what that is presently. In order to register a death in the province of Ontario, we have to gather information for the provincial government in order to complete their documents. That's the first thing that will typically slip people up. Now, in addition to that, I also like to encourage people to be contemplating the family names that should be included in a paper announcement. Most people still ask that we place an announcement in the local paper or out-of-town papers for that matter. Please bear in mind that as we assemble a list of names for that announcement, the primary purpose of the announcement is to provide the reader with sufficient information so that when they read that announcement, they can say, yes, geez, I know those people. I'm going to send some flowers. I'm going to make a donation. I'm going to attend the service and extend my condolences and lend my support. Nextly comes the decision as to whether or no you would like to have that person buried or interred in a local or any cemetery, or whether cremation is to follow. So those are the primary things to be considered at the time of someone's death. When you call the funeral home, ideally they will make an appointment for you to come see us, and I think most people can safely anticipate spending between 2 to 3 hours to complete funeral arrangements, establish a date for their services, their visitings, whatever the case may be. So that's basically what you have to do when a death occurs, even if it's expected or unexpected. It's essentially the same process that we have to go through. I think where an unexpected or sudden death is concerned, certainly the funeral director needs to be made aware of that, because that does alter how we approach things. And by that, I mean that if someone had lived, say, to be 100 years of age, they've lived a good full life, those are entirely different circumstances versus someone who may have been killed in a motor vehicle accident or some such. It's a completely different story. So it's important that we know the details, the circumstances surrounding that person's death, and God willing, we can accommodate that and do so in a sensitive and tactful manner.